dink towards Sanks, take it down to 20 HP early on. Look at this as well, as everyone Cloud9 goes for that sort of anti-flash position, they just crouch in towards main, so if they do go for the face from the side of complexity, they wouldn't be affected by it. You can instantly get that opening frag. Smart intuition on display there. Depth, long distance, he's just trying to find that frag, will relay that information to his teammates, but it's a slow rotate as they have begin to leak out and take control of the bomb site very early on in towards the round.
Complexity just going for a straight out A retake here. It's very common actually, especially during anti-eco rounds. We're going to see how this plays out.
Stewie lurking by mid as well. Should get this frag very easily on towards Science. Will do so. Slemmy with a nice one. Stewie with a follow-up frag. Slemmy, great stuff as he finds a hat trick of kills towards the A bomb site. Nice teamwork coming out from Cloud9 to that one. Complexity unfortunately didn't really work out too greatly on the retake.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a 50-50 there, and Cloud9 just opting to go for just a straight out smoke towards A bomb site and 2 flashes, brute forcing the way onto the A bomb site, and there was no one there. And Complexity taking a lot of time actually just to rotate back, taking pretty much everyone from CT spawn, not having any control of mid either, not really clearing any corners. So it was a little bit of a mistake on their part.
Aggression as well, coming out very early on from the side of Complexity. They want to get that mid control. Go for the counter boost play. It's one of these sort of power plays. You can only use it now and then. Def gets the information, actually lands the target, hasn't taken any damage yet, so this has worked quite efficiently.
Yeah, and just staying here as well. You should not be peeking at all now for quite some time actually, for Cloud9 to think that it might actually just have dropped down.
Yeah, if they go for the boost of their own, this is going to be a very easy frag for him and could do so much damage to the side of Cloud9.
You also have that Complexity member in vents as well, so as soon as Def, if they were to boost, gets that initial pick, then you have the vents guy helping out. But it does seem that they are going towards that A bomb side again.
This is great timing as well. Went for the peak now. Everyone in main, he just go for this and is quiet about it. They didn't hear that audio cue of him landing. Good trigger patience on display as well. Def, he's going to be such a massive catalyst into the round. Bides his time, eventually goes for the frag, gets one on towards Skadoodle. Does get traded out. All of his teammates have rotated over though. He made that call about everyone's presence towards A main. They peek out. Nice shot from Slemmy. Instant one tap. Plan that headshot on towards Android and the follow-up frag. He's been fantastic into cash. Just a few rounds in and he's already going massive. Whitman out. 1v4, Deagle in hand. Shouldn't be able to achieve really anything into this. Could find one lucky frag. Obviously the range advantage is in his favour.
Good job from Cloud9, just sticking together there. Something they did not do on Dust 2, where they just spread out and ended up just losing the round. Whereas for now, for Cloud9, just stuck together, went towards A. Short Def actually ended up getting the flank and getting that initial call to Complexity, and you saw all the people rotating because Complexity had just taken a gamble once more towards that B bomb site, just leaving A completely open. With that call, they did have time to rotate back and get some people on the A bomb side, and especially over at the truck. But like you're saying as well, Slummy with I think three extra kills there.
Which is good stuff as well. We sort of need him to be on point as one of those. As he can't be any dead weight into the side of Cloud9. As Complexity, everyone's been popping off. They're really firing from all cylinders. As Cloud9, they need to come back. They need to be able to contest that, and they've done a good job so far into these early rounds. But this is really going to depend on that first fall buy into the following round. Android causing a commotion towards the B bomb site. Nice opening frag on towards Stewie. One Deagle left. He'll go for the reload and just back off. He goes for the peek, might find the frag, but it's a little bit risky in this scenario. Only one man towards B, so it would be very advantageous if he could take down nothing. Only 10 HP left on him.
Yeah, and good rotation here from Complexity. Getting the call from Android saying that I can't see anyone else. I have 3 members here on the A bomb side.
Now for the door push. Which is not really going to work out. Slemmy once again with the entry towards this B bomb site. So even going absolutely fantastically. Def from the sidelines, using the CZ in close range. Gets that shot off. She takes down Skadoodle as well, and it's Def versus nothing. CZ, this is going to be so powerful. He doesn't really even need to go for the peak, playing on the close angle. Nothing has to come towards him. It'll take one small shot. Gets tanked down 26 HP, goes back for the face, lands the headshot, and takes him down. They're going to pick up the round.
Super lucky there from Def. He should have received the call from Android in the beginning over at B, because it was actually his Deagle shots that made him low, and getting that flash, I think that he did spot him earlier on. There was nothing saying that he's low. So Def obviously extra peeking. Didn't really have any armor as well. And Cloud9, again, this is something that they could not let happen. Again, you saw the second round, they were very grouped up and playing it well. On the third round, they start the same trend where they spread out and then getting the initial entry on Android and just getting the information as well.
This is a nice boost as well, allowing them to look over the top of the smoke, and they find the opening frag on towards Slemmy. If Sangus can follow this up, this would be such an easy round for them at this point. They're already doing damage, nothing. He's had enough of this though, gets that trade back, taking down Android, brings it into a 4 versus 4. This is going to favour the T's, but Kiss, he has other ideas, spamming his way through. 2K instantly into it, Skadoodle with a smoke shot, takes him down. They're still outnumbered.
Very risky here from Complexity, just everyone is rotating over. The bomb can still just potentially just run over towards A. Skadoodle can drop off the bomb towards Vance. Now you see the rotation coming in. Good passive player from Cloud9.
Skadoodle just edging around, waiting to go for the peek at the right time with the backup of his teammate. They don't have any flashes to allow them to go for the peek if they want to do so. Shroud just sitting in vent still for the meantime. Oh, Def going in with the back of his teammate. This is fantastic. Nice use of the utility there. He gets one, even finds the follow-up frag on towards Shroud.
Yeah, great job there. Using the flash to your advantage, just clearing the corner, because you know, like, Skadoodle is completely stuck in there. There's no getting out of there, because they had full control. They knew that Skadoodle got that initial pick, and then he just wanted to check her. It was Shroud that they were worried about. And that's what I was saying with putting 3 members there, because he could have potentially been over at the A bomb site and just flanked them to see the spawn. But Complexity extremely aware and just rotated one back over to see the spawn, just covering the angle.
Cloud9 as well. This has forced them back into economic peril, and it's really not going too well for them. They've got a lot of utility, so if they use that, there's still a lot of chances, but it's going to be hard for them to really overwhelm Complexity into the round. The range advantage is going to be so ridiculous for them as they go for that push towards the A-bomb site. They will be using that to try and divide it off, zone out Complexity, and then push in a little bit later.
Complexity with 3 Molotovs, so one's going to be on the B bomb site. I think they do have 2 mollies on that A bomb site. It will be just a regular smoke round here onto A. See if it works out. It is a force buy coming from Cloud9, so they do have Tech 9s and armor, so this could potentially work out.
Smoke's going over towards A. Marcel is going to go in. Will buy him an awful lot of time as well as they slowly tiptoe around. 40 seconds left on the clock, so they don't have to overreact just yet. They're going up the back of the flash though, and Shroud gets the entry frag. Makes his teammates' lives so much easier as they just overwhelm the bomb site, charging in Skadoodle with a short plant. Stewie finds the frag on towards Whitmer, trapped on the site. All of a sudden, there was just 2 men left standing. All these AKs being scavenged as well by the side of Cloud9. This is really going to be an easy defense for them now. No point of trying to go for the retake for Complexity.
Yeah, no, Def getting completely caught off guard. I have no idea why he ended up putting his position there on fork, because he had no cover on that door. He didn't even no mollies, nothing, not a smoke. So by the time they opened the door there, you saw their expo flash. He ends up going down, and yeah, you had 3 members on the A bomb side. When he goes down as well, you leave that whole area completely open, and that's why you saw Cloud9 actually opting to plant towards highway rather than into the bomb site. Minute, because they knew as soon as that went down that there's no one really covering it. Plant in the smoke, get the bomb down, use that extra flash into the bomb site, and then you saw Stewie there with the frag all the way in the corner of A as well. The force buy works out.
Yeah, and it really was quite a critical round for them to pick up, so they've done a fantastic job. Buy still coming in for Complexity. It's quite a ropey one, Sanks with just the 5-7 in hand. As well. Stewie popping in towards Vent. Kiss is going to find that headshot. There for the follow-up as he takes down Shroud. Skadoodle is in that elevated angle, doing a great job as he gets the 2K. Follow-up frag on towards Whitmer, and this has just brought them back into an equal situation. But now they've got the weapon advantage as well as Sanks. He's one of the men that actually survived, but has no chance of recovering one of those weapons. So stuck with the pistol. Luckily, he's in that close angle where you can be very damaging if they play into you.
Being a passive. Good job not peeking. Don't show yourself for Slemmy as well. You can peek the fork a little bit. Don't overextend towards highway. Just taking your time here. Just try and get Complexity a little bit rowdy. Maybe go for like a little bit of a push, trying to get some info.
as well, and that is great. Fantastic stuff from Slem as he just spams through the door and actually gets the shot off on towards Sanks. He definitely could have done some damage with that 5-7 in close range. So removing him from the situation makes their lives ridiculously easy now as they get their way out. Android playing close by. Electric Box trying to find another frag. Goes for the aggressive push as he wanted to try and stop the plant, but Slemmy had the angle covered. And it's just left down to one man now. A Kiss and 1v3. Seems like he wants to try and go for it, trying to cause a bit of havoc. He gets that shot off on towards Guriel, but still has to dispatch 2 more members of the side of Cloud9. For the aggressive push towards Forklift. Looking around, panicking a little bit here as he leaps in towards the Molotov. Hands that shot on towards Slemmy. He does have the kit, switches out towards the up, taps it to force the feint by Nothing, close to landing it, but unfortunately Nothing was slightly quicker and takes him down. Recovers the AWP as well for Skadoodle into the following round.
Yeah, that was extremely close actually. Good play from Kiss, and for complexity, I mean, they were in a 5-on-3 situation, over peak and Skadoodle when he was boosted up in mid. The first one going down, you know, you can't really do anything about that, but the second guy should not really be peeking there. You thought you had the angle, end up going down, and for Sanks there, just getting wall from Slemmy. So good approach from Cloud9, just hitting that A bomb site, getting that initial frag.
Ooh,
Android is so good with the deal, it's insane.
He's been ridiculously fantastic actually getting these opening frags. He's really been impressing me.
Yeah.
Fortunately though, there will be a tray bringing it back into an equal situation. Def playing with the P250 on the close angle, could do a little bit of damage, tapping away. Not quite find the shot, unfortunately Nothing is going to overpower them both. Get control of that bomb site. Sanks and a Kiss, last two men left standing. A Kiss with a Mac 10. Sanks with the Deagle, trying to get the opening shot, hoping someone is just going to peek into him, but pops out. Nothing will take his head clean off. A hat-trick already for the man to this round, and a Kiss really, if he can find an exit frag, that'd be the best case scenario. Looks like Shroud might run into him. The path shall cross in a moment. Let's spot him out. Lands the headshot instantly as well. Can upgrade to the AK and then just scurry out of there.
Yeah, getting that $600 as well from the SMG. Same with the AK here as well. Saving a lot of money. Anthem's going down, doesn't really matter. He gets the Deagle, the entry frag in the beginning, and then also the SMG kill as well. See, he will have a decent amount of money in his bank. Could potentially drop an op to Whitmer because he can't afford one right now. That's exactly what's going to happen. We'll see yet another buy coming from Complexity. They had a good approach in the beginning where they went really aggressive in mid, got those 2 entries. It's just taking advantage of that in the later stages of the round. But I think we do see like a B aggressive play here instead. I like this.
Yeah, trying to push out together. They're doing a good job. They actually find that frag on towards Skadoodle and back off. This is really smart stuff. They're not going to overextend and get punished because of this. Whitmer finding the frag towards mid as well. A Kiss coming in with that shot off on towards Slemmy. Shroud does trade things back as he takes down a Kiss. But even then, they're a horrific spot. They are actually outnumbered. And they're panicking a little bit. They do just hold back, waiting for the push to come towards them potentially. But Complexity have no reason to face now. They're doing great into this round.
Yeah, no, and you see Complexity, great approach there. The I believe it's Sanks that's over at the truck over the A-bomb site. Was on the A-bomb site and then just fell back towards truck instead. Just make sure that it's a 2-on-4. We don't want to give up anything. If I end up going down the A-bomb side, you're going to get the bomb, and it's a 2-on-3 with bomb down. So playing it very smart right now, Complexity. Taking advantage of the fact that they are 2 members up.
Things as well. They do seem like they still want to try and go for this. Nothing AWP in hand. Shroud with the AK. They've got a lot of utility to try and flash their teammates in to allow them to go for the peak if they want to. I think checking upper, spotting it, seeing if it's clear. No one's going to be there in the meantime. They are playing both back to the site, one by headshot, one just behind that default box. That push will be coming out shortly. Shroud with a peak. Spams away a few shots, but can't actually connect it, taking him down to 15 HP. There's the shot that will actually finish him off as well. Sanks pulling the trigger on that one. And now it's just left on Nothing, 18 seconds. Surprised he isn't just trying to get the hell out of there as he runs through the Molotov in towards Checkers. Finds the shot off on towards Def, but he's trapped in there now. He had no way of getting back through the Molotov and had to peek. Sanks taking him down.
Yeah, I mean, he went extremely aggressive there, mainly because I think he wanted to die to get that extra round bonus, because Skadoodle can still buy an off. He can even drop an AK if you want to. Good approach from Complexity. I mean, being down, getting the aggressive play in mid, the 2 previous rounds, or the previous round, and then going very aggressive in B here, getting that initial entry, falling back, and then you see Whitmer actually getting that frag with an op as well. I believe that was from mid. It's a very dangerous setup here for Cloud9 if they end up going towards this B bomb side with the execute. Because the idea here is they have so much Molotovs, they're going to smoke off, obviously, CT spawn and upper, and then Molotov the whole site. And complexity, with 2 people, 1 in vents and 1 in checker, the Molotovs will actually work.
Repositioning though to try and make that noise towards mid to plant that seed of doubt. Stewie as well with such a 6 reaction shot there on towards Def.
I was just about to say, that's such a horrible fake. You run towards mid and you just shoot randomly, thinking that, oh hey, listen to us, we're moving over towards A now, please rotate. Would you really do that, even if it was a fake? No, you wouldn't. Or even if it was a hit, rather. But Stewie, extremely fast on that trigger, gets the frag anyway. Leaving Android all by himself in the mid.
He's going to try and reposition soon. That bomb slowly tiptoeing its way back towards B as well. This all has been just one elaborate ruse that's vastly confused everyone on that side. They have no idea what's actually going on at this point. That B bomb site is open. There's a welcome up there. They've taken full advantage of that and can just settle home and take control now. Going through the smoke, a kiss. Nearly finding a frag at that point. Did knock Semi down very low. And Sanks will claim one of his own. That shot on towards Shroud doing good damage. Nice nade as well actually coming out there. But Whitman, this is such a horrible weapon to have when trying to get your way through vents. Nothing just on the receiving end, watching the headshot angle if he goes through. Meanwhile, his teammates begin to die. He has to react, but Android gets that shot off, allows them to get into the site. It's a 3 versus 1. Make that 3 versus none as Whitmer lands the shot. There you have it, a great retake coming out.
Yeah, extremely good there. You saw the Whitmer in the vents there, actually not over peaking, and then you got the call from the other complexity member that's saying that, okay, nothing is nothing is down. He's the one holding bench. You can go down now. Good retake from complexity. The fake actually worked out for Cloud9. With sure, they got the entry first from Stewie in the middle, and then just putting that fake on A, and B was completely wide open. But complexity, good communication and good retake.
Into this one. How's it going to go down? Then that A retake style of play that we've seen, complexity actually whipping out as their default setup quite a lot. They haven't found ridiculous amounts of success with it, but they do have a vastly better buy in this one.
Yeah, this one is obviously a little bit different than the force buy did before, where they smoked over at A. They do have 3 smokes and 3 flashbangs here, but not really any armor, so gonna have to put that deagle to work, Shroud.
Just waiting. The flashbangs and smoke are going to be going in. Try and take control of mid. This actually does force them to instantly shuffle around, being aware that this could be an A hit early on. They're doing a good job on the side of complexity of reading this, but that bomb's actually heading to B. It is just going to be a bit of a ruse towards mid. Whitmer. It's the opening frag. Can't quite hit the follow-up. Goes back for more. Actually does take down Shroud, though. And it's just left on Skadoodle and Slemmy. The smoke was covering them, so they were able to get out of there, but they eventually do get taken down anyway. Def towards mid finds that shot off on towards Skadoodle.
Yeah, the 2 smokes coming in from Cloud9. One was supposed to cover connector, and obviously one was supposed to cover highway if you had an op station all the way back on the bomb site. The idea there was to go into connector and probably head towards B, but Whitmer playing it extremely aggressive there instead, so the smokes didn't really pay off for Cloud9. So overall, it's a good hold by complexity. Now we see Skadoodle with yet another op.
First time we actually see a bit of initiative coming out of complexity, switching things up as they go for that aggression towards the A bomb site. Anything they've done it before, it was towards B, and it's worked out very good for them, taking down Skadoodle and also Shroud. With Slemmy even, with Shroud now hitting the ground off the back of Def for the follow-up frag. This is ridiculously good. Only 2 men left standing, just this early on into the round. They don't have many options left.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was, again, a gamble from complexity. Normally when you end up pushing the B bomb site 2 rounds ago, it's not like Cloud9 wasn't aware of them potentially being able to push. They were staying extremely defensive and just holding, but get that first frag and just everything fell apart on Cloud9.
It really was unfortunate. The infinite result, just turning it into a shooting gallery as he picks up 2 more frags and actually wins the round for his side.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I love the aggressive approach from complexity, getting some control. You don't really have to kill anyone, just make sure that you show yourself and then you can fall back. Now, it's just a bonus. They got 2 members. and then just falling back and playing that advantage. So good stuff from Complexity now. They're calling it back. They're actually in the lead now from being down, I think, 4-2. Yeah, we had another semi-buy from Cloud9 just to try and save some money, being able to buy the next round again with some pistols and some utility. Again, good job by Complexity, not actually sticking to the bomb site.
Push in. 2K, he's just taking this on as if it's an aim map, just ripping his way through everyone. That's a 4K instantly into the round as they tried to enter his domain. Ridiculous stuff there. Nothing the last man left standing. We'll go for the pop flash, finds himself a little bit, is able to cross. Def just spamming away, wanted to go for the ace, and he's going to claim it. UKCS, boys.
Yeah, he should not be moving over. Who knows what's going to happen?
There you go.
Stay where you are. Yeah, Def with a great hold there. Whitmer actually getting caught a little bit off guard. I was just about to give Complexity a little bit of credit, not playing the bomb sites, which I think is incredibly smart, knowing that Cloud9 would be on a save, and if they were to buy the mollies, they would just molly off the whole bomb site. But getting a little bit caught off guard there, and Def just picking up the spot with the ace.
Fantastic stuff for the man. Into this one, Cash obviously playing quite well for Complexity. The beast will come out there. They've played this play before, but there's been a lot of downtime in between. He's going to try it again. Let's give the game away early on, but we'll just return to just holding his ground. Stewie very paranoid as well, expecting the repeat. If they put him up in this elevated position, you were saying before, they've actually believed he's fallen off, but Stewie, nice reactions as he gets the shot on towards him.
Yeah, when you have 120 ping and you are trying to peek a corner like that, you're always going to have a disadvantage. Stewie extremely fast on reaction there as well. Towards A though.
We'll take down Whitmer as well. Unfortunately, he whiffed that opening AWP shot that may have given them a bit of a chance. Android towards the bomb site, lands the headshot off on towards Shroud though. The trade comes in, just leaving Sanks and a Kiss. And Kiss has been someone that's been ridiculously consistent on the first map and also into early rounds in Cash. He's done a good job of getting these frags, and everyone's actually quite low for him. It's going to be hard for him to do anything. He gets caught off on the cross. He'll have to find his way back towards that B bomb site and gets taken down by Stewie.
Yeah, Sanks getting completely off guard. Actually, I think it was Whitmer on the A bomb side. Ends up, trying to play a little bit aggressive in A main, getting stuck between door and A main going down, giving Cloud9 complete control of the A bomb site. And now by then, Complexity still with a lot of money though, since they've been winning a lot of rounds, being down 4-2. See the same approach again from Complexity, not really pushing anything. That's good because you see here Cloud9 is wasting a lot of nades and
Unfortunate stuff there as well. Sanks getting taken down. They go for that main push. Whitmer as well hits the ground from behind as he went to a more aggressive angle, and Shroud just took an easy shot. Jeff is the last man left standing on the site. His teammates are trying to get to him. The cavalry sprinting over as quick as possible, but they really won't really arrive in time to help him too much. Shroud just counter these taps. Still panic Death. This is on the site. Yeah, fantastic he is at landing these shots. Gets a big bit of damage off as well through the door. One frag. Nearly linked it together with a second, didn't quite do it. Death finally goes for the peak. Gives the game away. Lands the shot off on towards Doodle. Android arrives as well. Still on him as his teammate has fallen. Gonna be such a hard situation. The flashbang goes over and then it's just an easy shot for Slemmy.
yeah, again there, Sanks getting flashed into A main, getting yeah, sure, nothing was a little bit flashed. He ends up getting that kill, but Whitmer, once again, it was pretty much the same position. He got caught off guard in the previous round as well, just between door and A main, and shot opening door, easy kill for him. About to work out for Def though, but one thing, if you paid attention to minimap, sure, they were contesting the A bomb side, but you actually had a member from Cloud9 that was out mid already, ready to flank the remaining Complexity players if it then ended up going that far.
Skadoodle. And finding himself in a AWP battle here as we see the push coming out. So close to actually land that shot. I'm surprised he didn't hit it. Goes back for more, but Whitmer unfortunately wasn't able to adjust in time and got taken down.
Extremely risky play from Whitmer there, pushing by himself indoor with an AWP. If Shroud would have been holding pretty much any corner, like he was jumping the corner, there's a big possibility he just ended up going down anyway. Skadoodle playing it very defensive, missed the first shot, but getting the second hit onto him. And it's Whitmer as well, playing really well on Dust 2 and their main opera, so...
Oh, nothing. That is such a juicy shot. Goes back for more, actually finds it as well onto a kiss. That is great stuff. Just vintage nothing on display there.
That was insane, actually. Last round, compl2 just trying to gamble here.
They're actually clawing it back a little bit. They got 2 frags on the board, but Def, just the last man left standing now in a 1v3. He's already had an ace into the game, but this time he'd need a 4K to actually win it for his side. That's the last bit of utility he used as he goes for the back crash. Pops out, spamming away, nearly composed himself, but couldn't quite do it. And it's good all to actually finish him off with just 6 HP.
Yeah, an 8-7 scoreline. At least Cloud9's going to come into the CT side with the 1 round advantage. Sure that we're expecting a little bit more though, but complexity, I mean, again, playing it aggressive, taking some gambles, winning those rounds, being down. It was actually, it was 5-2 they were down even before getting the 5 extra rounds on the board. And for Cloud9 here, it's gonna be interesting to see how they approach their CT side.
It's interesting as well, because a lot of the aggression we actually saw from Whitmer seemed unwarranted in quite a few times. We saw the main push that actually came out, where he got taken down straight away. That sort of allowed them to burst out onto a bomb site. We saw it again when he went for the door push, as you were saying. It wasn't really warranted, and he didn't have that buddy there to back him up if he did find the first frag and then was traded out, or at least to just get the trade if he got taken down.
Yeah, I mean, that was the difference between the 2 other pushes that complexity did. Or actually even 3, even in mid, that they were doing it together, right? Whereas for that Whitmer push into door, for example, it's completed by himself. Even if he ends up going down, maybe he legs the guy. Ended up going down anyway. Skadoodle playing it very defensive, missed the first shot, but getting the second hit onto him. And it's Whitmer as well, playing really well on Dust 2 and their main opera, so...
Oh, nothing. That is such a juicy shot. Goes back for more, actually finds it as well onto a kiss. That is great stuff. Just vintage nothing on display there.
That was insane, actually. Last round, compl2 just trying to gamble here.
They're actually clawing it back a little bit. They got 2 frags on the board, but Def, just the last man left standing now in a 1v3. He's already had an ace into the game, but this time he'd need a 4K to actually win it for his side. That's the last bit of utility he used as he goes for the back crash. Pops out, spamming away, nearly composed himself, but couldn't quite do it. And it's good all to actually finish him off with just 6 HP.
Yeah, an 8-7 scoreline. At least Cloud9's going to come into the CT side with the 1 round advantage. Sure that we're expecting a little bit more though, but complexity, I mean, again, playing it aggressive, taking some gambles, winning those rounds, being down. It was actually, it was 5-2 they were down even before getting the 5 extra rounds on the board. And for Cloud9 here, it's gonna be interesting to see how they approach their CT side.
It's interesting as well, because a lot of the aggression we actually saw from Whitmer seemed unwarranted in quite a few times. We saw the main push that actually came out, where he got taken down straight away. That sort of allowed them to burst out onto a bomb site. We saw it again when he went for the door push, as you were saying. It wasn't really warranted, and he didn't have that buddy there to back him up if he did find the first frag and then was traded out, or at least to just get the trade if he got taken down.
Yeah, I mean, that was the difference between the 2 other pushes that complexity did. Or actually even 3, even in mid, that they were doing it together, right? Whereas for that Whitmer push into door, for example, it's completed by himself. Even if he ends up going down, maybe he legs the guy, but there's no one there to actually help him out to get that revenge frag. So it's too much a gamble, and you have to really look at the pros and cons of, okay, is it worth gambling here? You can still go aggressive with the op into the door, but you don't have to push all the way. You can just open the door and hold the angle, get the initial frag, and then, you know, once you actually get that shot, Sanx is just there. You have the A main smoke, and you have basically a flash ready. So as soon as the shot goes off, you throw a flash into A main, and Whitmer can just fall back towards the A bomb site. Didn't really happen, but the other aggressive plays that they actually did end up doing though paid out again when they did it together.
Yeah, it's true. We actually saw a lot of aggression as well, but they were kind of backing that up with that individual skill. It's good to see. That's definitely on point landing those shots. Akiss, though, he's been fantastic on sort of the retakes. Definitely had a lot of confidence in his plays, especially towards that A retake that he went for. Only shut down by nothing in just a few moments. Could have actually won another round on the board for complexity, and that might have knocked them into a very effective situation. But an 8-7 scoreline, definitely nothing to put your nose up at.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And I think if you actually play, if you're Cloud9 on your T side, you wanna try and find out where Def plays. Sure, he was playing great this half, but when you have high ping, it's always more difficult to play on the defensive side rather than the aggressive side, because you're trying to hold an angle with that much of a ping. It's extremely difficult, which he showcased in one of the rounds that we saw when Stu got boosted up towards mid, and Def had clearly the angle, but because of the latency as well, it's extremely difficult to actually win that duel.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about that might make their lives a little bit easier. But this is going to be the important one. Jumping into the pistol round to see who's going to get that little bit of a kickstart, potentially a big buffer. Could go down the way of Cloud9 if they can pick up these rounds, or a nice way to start the half for complexity.
Actually, a lot of utility on Cloud9. Skadoodle with double flash and diffuse skin, and Shroud with smoke and 2 flashbangs.
This aggression as well. Cloud9 not actually even going pairs, just Stewie all on his own, trying to go for this pick. Unfortunately for him, Def tapping away like a madman. And that trigger finger will take down Stewie. Slemmy trades it out on towards Whitmer, but this has caused that chain reaction. Everyone just flooding on towards the bomb site. They want to explode out, and they're doing a great job. A kiss with the frag on towards nothing. Def eventually goes down off the back of Skadoodle landing that shot, but it's got to be a 3 versus 3 retake. And the afterpart positions are coming into effect now for complexity. The only bit of utility they have is that flashbang over on Skadoodle now, as they've smoked off main, but no one's in there. They have the all-important kit, and they're beginning to go for the site push. It's going to be so ridiculously hard for them. Great stuff. Nice teamwork for complexity. The flashbang goes over. They go for the peek. Find that frag. Oh, the trade's coming in. This is great. A kiss in a 1v2 situation. Panicking. You can see just how much he's jittering around, trying to find these shots. Tapping away. Will eventually claim one. Skadoodle goes for the aggressive peek and takes down Shroud as well.
Ooh, extremely close. Cloud9 flashing themselves. The flashbang on the bomb side actually was a little bit too short, just ending up flashing all the Cloud9 members and none of the complexity members. Shroud with a nice 2-kill there, and a kiss again with a save. Playing that retake perfectly.
Yeah, obviously the stand of that side just been doing such a ridiculously good job.
There we go. Let's see if complexity has a better approach here to the anti-ecos. Cloud9 had obviously a good approach on the secondary, but then ended up losing the 3rd round.
Playing close in then. Shroud's going to get the opening shot, going for the follow-up frag. Nearly did, but Def somehow was able to adjust himself in time, and he's got another 3k. I'm not even sure how many times he's been able to do that throughout this game. It's great damage coming out. Sanks and a kiss to find the final 2 frags with the SMGs, and every one of those frags being picked up by SMGs, so that's going to be quite healthy for the economy of complexity in a very quick round.
I thought that would go down there when he was shooting at the guy on the headshot box by Highway, because his member already went down in vents, and he was in a great position actually. And Def with the 180 gets the kill as well. So far so good, winning the 2nd round as well. Now let's see. It looks to be like a yard going a little bit together. SMG's in the front, which is great. Also, they're sending Def as well in the front, which is good with the ping.
Yeah, trying to make the most out of him, especially playing to his strengths in this one. Let's get that opening frag. Goes back for more and transfers a fair bit of damage over, nearly knocking Shroud down to below 50 HP. And there's a kiss with a pincer. This is just great, just tearing their way through everyone with these Mark 10s. The SMGs come into effect so fantastically in that round.
Yeah, and again, the 2 SMGs getting all 5 kills here. Look at the money on both Def and Kiss. He has 9.3k. I think Def had 7.4 or something before he started buying. So a lot of money being made. And I think Def is actually playing the Counter-Strike of his life right now with the SI ping.
No, this is just standard GKCS.
Okay, let's not lie to ourselves here. Let's not go that far. If you guys actually had a team, I would roast you as well as much as you roast NACS.
Goddamn. Right, nothing with the opening frags, he takes down a kiss. Whitmer will trade it out as well. Obviously the nade coming into effect, just blowing nothing out the server, but Shroud snaps back into action. We needed to see Shroud really start to pull up the slack. He hasn't been doing such a fantastic job into cash. He's been struggling quite heavily, but he does have that 2k now. It's brought him back into an equal situation as the push comes out towards the B bomb site. Shroud playing close by headshot. Quite an aggressive angle, really, all things considered, with Def being there. They try to overwhelm him. There's a little bit of utility to try and hold them back. The smoke goes over. Still has the flash as well, but that's going to be the last of it used. But great stuff. Gets that shot off on towards Android. There's the follow-up frag on towards Def. And this is the Shroud we needed to see.
Yeah, good round by Shroud. Cloud9 trying to contest the mid area. Was actually looking a little bit good. Complexity trying to trying just to get hold of that and do a fast little B-split take, but Shroud9, or Shroud actually, just in their way, getting that 4 kill, just stopping Complexity in their tracks. Complexity, with the amount of SMG kills they got, they can't afford to buy here again. It's a pretty decent buy as well. We do have 5 smokes on their side and also 2 mollies. Cloud9, obviously, economy still pretty low. Schedule with yet to afford an op. Only has a C-set right now as well.
Nothing overly aggressive as well for Complexity this time around. They have slowed it down a little bit, tried to change the tempo. This could be the most beneficial thing for them as well. Forcing Cloud9 to waste some of that utility, focusing towards mid with a little bit of panic, and could work out nice for them, especially if they go for this counter boost play. They are there in prime positions to actually shut this down immediately. Could be so unfortunate though. Slemmy can get the drop on him. This would be ridiculous. Looks like they're going to boost up at the exact same time as well. It just depends on who can get the frag easier. And Whitmore will line that headshot on towards Slemmy.
That was all about time right there. Complexity ended up going towards A there. Slemmy would have had a field day.
Unfortunate. Nothing. Trying to cross mid as well. Spots out a kiss, but a bit of an awkward angle. Does take the fight and actually comes out as a victor in that one. Nade on towards Whitmer. Out of the situation. Def with the entries. He's been so on point with this AK, just tearing through everyone. A 2K, Sanks with a follow-up frag, and it's just left on Shroud. He was on fire in the previous round, but this is going to be such a hard retake for him to mount. Trying to bring the aggression. Ridiculously aggressive now as he just toes up. Panicking about behind. Most likely he's just going to go for the save.
Yeah, he definitely needs to save here. He has no information. He still believes that someone is over in mid trying to flank him, and when you have that in your mind as well, you can't really go for any aggressive plays into the bomb site. So good job by Complexity getting mid control, or not even getting mid control at the beginning. They just boosted him up, showing themselves the mid, getting the frag onto Slemmy, even though nothing got that initial pick as well on like his, is it Akis?
Akis?
I don't even know. So weird. A kiss. That sounds more romantic, more sensual.
I'd give you a kiss.
Yeah, see, that works.
There you go.
But yeah, again, we're talking about the low economy on Cloud9. Shroud saving that AK, but look at the remaining money on the Cloud9 members. They're going to be forced to save here. They are circling around 2.1k though, so opting to go for pretty much a complete save. I think it's very important here to just double save here and try to get that off on Skadoodle, because he still on this CT half hasn't been able to afford one so far.
That turns are going to be quite scary here in those shots being fired off as Whitmer gets the opening frag on towards Slemmy, and everyone starts to drop as well. Shroud, the only man with an advanced weapon, peeks out, lands that shot off on towards Whitmer. Unfortunately, Android was there to trade it. Saints is going to go down. It's a 3 versus 2, but look at the firearms they've got on that side. They're going to be so much more damaging, and Def just fighting through the smoke. Thanks down Skadoodle. Refires as well, trying to arm that shot on towards nothing. He'll try and just charge out, runs through up towards headshot, takes down Android. He's in a fairly effective spot with only 30 HP. Not much he can do as the headshot comes in off the back of Def.
Good teamwork from Complexity there. Cloud9 had 3 members on that B bomb side, even with the AK as well. Still managed to get the bomb side, even though it was a 1-on-2 at the end. Managed to win that anyway. And just look at the economy right now for Cloud9. This is always going to be a little bit of a gamble. You can see there you have 4 members that can pretty much buy. They don't have to buy the head armor, just a regular one. Cloud9 with a tactical pause here as well. I hope we're not going to see the same Dust 2 approach. Oh, buy and rush me here. That's not going to work. Let's do something else here. I would probably opt for. You can either take a gamble here, or you can do a little bit of a sloppy buy with some like a regular armor, no head armor, and a pistol. Probably not something I would advise. I would just prefer to completely save here, and even if you end up losing next round, you still have some more money in your bank to work with. So you work with the utility that you do have, and especially put that off on Skadoodle.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be one of the main things as well, because we haven't really seen him been given a chance because that sort of economy. It's really not helped him out, and he's someone that can get those opening frags and try and shut down Complexity. Whitmer being able to get an AWP out here as well. There wasn't too much sort of star play from him on the CT half, but if he can get these entries for the side of Complexity, it's going to make their lives so much easier going up against Cloud9, especially on a map like this.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a great call here, dropping him an AWP, because they should know by now as well, if they have any track of Cloud9's economy, that they should not be able to afford one right now. So it will give Whitmer a lot of freedom in possibly getting, you know, boosted in mid, going A main, even going towards B. So many possibilities, so many long angles that he can take trying to get that entry for complexity. It does look like Cloud9 is opting to go for a buy here. Stu already bought up Famas, and it's pretty much all the nades. Just going to be Slemmy that's going to be a little bit tight on money, but he can get all the utility if he wants. Just buy, you know, maybe a pistol instead, and just get all the utility, maybe a Molotov as well, and a defuse kit. Extremely important round now. If they end up losing this one, they're going to be started on money as well. It's going to be round number 14, so it's cutting it close.
Yeah, it really is coming down to the wire, and it does sort of seem like complexity right now. They're just a lot more on point. Everyone sort of looks quite drilled. You can see that level of crispness actually coming into effect as well, especially with Def somehow just being able to rack up frag off the frag on the entries, especially towards that A bomb site. He's found countless amounts of success.
Yeah, for Cloud9, that's something that we saw, you know, when Complexity was struggling on their CD side. They ended up going the aggressive route instead. Something we haven't really seen from Cloud9 so far. They did it on the pistol, pushed in middle one round, ended up going down, but we haven't really seen any common aggressive plays, maybe towards B or even in A door. But we'll see what the approach is here.
Going for that counter boost as they get Whitmer up there in that elevated angle. Up in hand. Nothing should hear that noise and be able to report that audio cue that he's heard to his teammates. Just depends how they play off the back of that. It's the first time I've actually seen them sort of go for the crossfire here, where you have one man playing by garbage and then Shroud playing in vents. They can try and hold this a little bit easier if they go for that all-out mid-aggression.
The Molotov's coming in here though, in vents.
Well, he's going to force them out, makes it so much easier to try and overwhelm if they go for this mid-push. Def actually being boosted up instead of Whitmer now. His head pops out, but nothing didn't see him off the back of the blindness. And they're forced to push in due to the Molotov. This is great work coming out. A Kiss takes down nothing. Shroud with one frag on towards Def, but unfortunately Sanks was able to trade it.
So smart by Complexity, just Molotov in that clear or the close corner.
Stu with a nice tag. Let's take one out. Ridiculously low, just 4 HP. Goes back for more and actually finds it as well. Really so hard towards this B-bomb site though. Slemmy really is the frontline infantry, forced to hold it on his lonesome, tapping over this UMP, but can't really hold himself down enough to get the frag. He's going to hit the ground. Stewie comes in, trying to have a sniff and work out what's going on, but at that point, a Kiss was in a nice angle and landed the headshot onto him. Look at the economy as well for Cloud9 now.
Yeah, and this was what I was talking about as well. We're looking in here in Cloud9's CT side, where you're not using the best of your players' abilities here and getting them the weapons that they need to try and hold this off. Complexity with a great approach there, taking their time, then Molotoving off vents, putting Shroud in a little bit more of an aggressive position, and that molly. That molly was crucial. Forced them to try and push into A main instead through the smoke, and that's insane. It's incredibly dangerous. And then Complexity just getting full roam of that mid area.
Molotov goes in there off the back of Android. Didn't quite connect on Skadoodle, but he has just opted to move away anyway. They want to just try and play on these close angles where the pistol is going to be most effective. Whitmer, somehow he's just been given all this breathing room to burst out onto the A-bomb site, run away round, find a frag there, and they're hunting for more. They're just picking everyone off from range. It's really working out fantastically for them. Shroud does get the trade eventually as he connects that deagle shot on towards Sanks. Def is on the site as well. He's actually on his own just with the bomb. If Shroud wanted to try and go aggro here, he might be able to find it. Stewie towards mid, won't even spot out Whitmer, just playing on the close angle, a bit of a blind spot for him there as he hops around, and Shroud hits the ground as well. This is 14 rounds now for Complexity.
Yeah, and Complexity just showing no respect here. You see Whitmer just running straight out A, taking a gamble. Sure, he only had an SMG and probably pretty much assumed that Cloud9 would be on yet another save since they bought the previous one. If he would have gone down, it wouldn't be too much of a loss. He would just be calling, giving that detail out and just giving out an SMG. So, good approach. Something that when you are in the lead like this, when you end up, you know, not really costing you a lot of money, then it is actually pretty valid. Whereas in the beginning of the map, when you just lost a pistol, you're just pushing by yourself like that, it's very dangerous. Something you should not do. So, good control so far by Complexity. First round, we'll see Skadoodle as well on and off. It's a glass cannon off, but at least he's going to be able to get those long distance duels.
Oh, Def as well. Stewie, bit paranoid. panicking. Just the audio key that he's made there, focus him to just focus towards door. Sanks lands that shot off on towards nothing as well, and this is looking fairly good for Complexity. They don't really actually have to go overly aggressive at this point. They've already done the damage they need to do. They've got the time to just back off and try and regroup. Slemmy all on his own as well, peeking towards Android. The flashback didn't really work out and he gets taken down.
Yeah, same thing again. Cloud9 just going one by one. Slemmy just trying to get control, which is extremely valid since you need to try and hold off the thought. It looks like to be a B push here.
Yeah, as they try and find their way into the site. Look at all that utility as well. They still don't have to commit just yet. They can have their time before they actually go in for this push. And it looks like they are going to do the smart thing. They will just back off, try and reposition. They're aware that there was 2 men on the bomb site. They're not going to run straight into him. Statistically, it just doesn't make sense. They begin to back off. But Stewie finds that frag on towards Whitmer. He's on the A bomb site. He really is going to be that last line of defense, and he needs to get sort of 2 frags on the board here, really, as his teammates begin to rotate, but it's going to take them a long time. Def going around, trying to cross, gets taken down. There's the follow-up frag as well. Stewie playing phenomenally at this point as he just rips his way through everyone. Panicking isn't aware of that elevated angle as he gets round behind Android, but it won't matter. Shoots him in the back. Skudil takes down Sanks, and Cloud9 snap back into it.
Yeah, good job by Stewie there. Just trying to hold that A bomb site. Didn't really have any utility. And Def, first guy into the bomb site, trying to clear off all the way at the back of the A bomb site. But it was looking bad. I mean, when you're down 4 to 5, you want to try to get that frag so you clear out. So it's a 4-on-4. But you need help there. Slemmy just walked by himself, ended up losing that duel again, just putting Cloud9 in a very bad situation. But Stewie keeps them in the game.
Yeah, all down to his individual skill, just really picking up ridiculous amounts of impact frags there on that defense towards the A bomb site. But it seems like A will be the place to be as it's under aggression. Once again, they're trying to just charge out. Stewie went for the peak, did land the tag, but was forced to fall back. Didn't want to get picked off. Lands a nice headshot as well as they have to play into him in this one. Nothing with a follow-up frags. He takes down Sanks. This is going ridiculously well for Cloud9, just picking off everyone easily. Complexity running around like headless chickens at this point as they fall. Stewie, fantastic stuff with another hat-trick.
Yeah, good job. The smoke there as a counter smoke coming into that A play. It's such a, when you have that's the reason why the A takes, when you do it fast, doesn't normally turn out the way you want it to. Mainly because Cloud9 just have so much utility, throwing that smoke there in the end and just throwing so many flashes. So you saw Complexity just being completely flashed for essentially the whole duration of that round, all the way stuck in the center of that A bomb site. A great counter flash from Cloud9. Putting actually Complexity on a safe here. We do have 5 dealers, which is going to be interesting.
I think actually spooked a little bit there as well. Just took that one eagle shot. He goes back for the peak and does take him down fairly easily. He obviously did have a much better weapon in the AK rather than the deagle in the hands of Whitmer. So Complexity's numbers do slowly begin to dwindle away. This return frag. Android really hungry for it, trying to pick it up as he just goes for the deagle spam, but can't quite land it just yet.
Yeah, I mean, for Complexity here, buying the deagles don't really have any utility. They should just wait out the time here, so Cloud9 wastes a lot of nades, so you do get the duels that you want with the deagle, which is long distance duels, trying to get that one tap. He doesn't disappoint.
Just like that, as you were saying, that highlight frag coming in there as he just takes down Shroud. Slemmy with a retaliation play though as he gets a 2K. Fantastic stuff from the man. And it's just left on like this. Just going for these taps, trying to land it, but it's really not going to go in his favour. The bit of the spam, the overreaction, and it's not going to work out. Goes for the peak. Nothing will slay him.
Yeah, Android's approach there, sure, he's been incredibly on point with the deagle throughout this series, but that's generally what you want to do when you buy 5 deagles. You just waste time, make sure Cloud9 uses a lot of nades, or especially the smoke grenades. So once they fade, you do get the duels that you want. Sure, they only ended up getting 1 frag for it. It was just a low buy since they gonna opt to buy this one anyway. It's only really Sanks, doesn't really have any utility.
Pushing up towards that A bomb site. Whitmer holding mid. They're going to have to rotate around. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He swung wide. He would have been in a fantastic position to just go huge. It would have been quite prime time to just shut them down, but unfortunately went for the peak, gets picked off. We also see Def falling. Shard eventually is going to be traded in that one. They have the utility to still slow things down. They don't have to overreact just yet. Sanks trying to find this opening frag for them. That will force Stewie to peak. Good stuff. The trade comes in from a kiss. It's a 3v3. Fandroid does his job fine here. There's still a lot of chance left in them from this round. They've got site control, they can get that bomb planted, but it's in the back. A Kiss actually had it on him, he wasn't directly on the site. He's been picked off by Nothing now, and things are starting to fall apart. It's going to be so hard for them to recover this bomb as Nothing's there, has the backup of his teammate, a minute left on the clock. All they have to do is just hold out on that CT side.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, Android was spot out an arm there. Was able to recover the bomb as well, which is ridiculous he's even gotten away with that. That's the pass back on the site, and Stewie, obviously no smoke towards CT. He's got perfect vision. You can see clearly that Sanks doesn't even matter if you can spot him. Takes him down. Landing that headshot. Still got to deal with 2 more though. Nothing and Slemmy close by. Seeming like he might just want to go on the aggression, potentially try and catch them off guard. He has given it away a little bit though. Lands the shot, but couldn't quite turn it into a frag, and Nothing will eventually land it to him and take him out.
Yeah, communication issues there from Complexity. They had one guy on the B bomb side, and then a Kiss with the bomb ended up holding the flank. It was good overall. The only reason why they lost that, or one reason why they lost that round, was mainly because the bomb got caught off guard. But they had this one guy holding vents. They had one guy holding the flank and one guy on the bomb side that was supposed to be planning. Just that it was the wrong player. I feel like here Complexity, the last few rounds here, the approach to these rounds have been a little bit off actually. I think they took out the win a little bit in advance, where they're just playing a little bit too aggressive. If you compare to the earlier stages of that on their T side, they were playing a little bit more passive, just letting Cloud9 use a lot of utility before they actually ended up doing an HQ. Whereas the past like 4 or 5 rounds now, they've just been playing it way too aggressive, and Cloud9 is taking advantage of that, using their flashbangs and smokes to their advantage.
Yeah, it does sort of seem like they've been stuck in 5th gear and they are just charging in, going for every face they want to, just trying to really brute force their way in. And Cloud9, off the back of the pause they went for, they were able to kind of work that out a little bit, and they know how to deal with that sort of tempo from Complexity. Maybe this could be the only beneficial factor though. Going into the pause here, this is where they can start to work out those mistakes. I mean, what do you reckon is going to be the main point to sort of break down for them? What's been going wrong overly?
Been playing way too aggressive. Complexity needs to slow down their game here. Just do a regular default in the beginning. Let Cloud9 waste a lot of utility, and then you have a lot more. Utility for yourself than if you want to do the A push or even the B split, for example, or take over mid like you did before. But don't do a fast round here.
Yeah, guys, if you have been enjoying yourselves, obviously, you can come down to the Wembley Arena on the 25th and 26th of June, where 8 of the world's best teams are going to be fighting it out. Some of that $3 million of prize money we have up for grabs, and it should be an awesome affair. If you want to try and get those tickets, you can do so over at wembley.csgoleague.com. You never know, maybe Complexity will be there.
I'm actually a little bit unaware of the standings right now, so I don't know how well they've been doing. Well, I know Luminosity is pretty much a given. Yeah. They're completely done with their season, and they didn't lose a single match, so clear favorites. Going to be the first seed coming to the LAN finals. Well, here we go. Let's see what Complexity spoke about. Like I said, I wanted to slow down a little bit here, just gain some control, and then play together.
Yeah, slowed it down a little bit. We were seeing heavy mid aggression in the majority of their rounds, but that's actually been taken out. As well, getting burnt to a crisp, forced to just hop out of there as he does get taken down to 68 HP. That's a shame as well, because if they do try and hit mid later on into the round now, he's not in that position in vents. They're going to have to reboost him, which will cost a little bit of time to actually readjust. Fortunate that nade rolling in off the back of Android didn't quite connect onto anyone.
And Complexity, that Molotov there with not really doing anything with it.
I guess reaction on that is absolutely ridiculous. How has Nothing not been able to pick up that frag? Stewie, this really relies on him now. He's got to try and make up for Nothing's mistakes as he pushes in, finds the first one, rattles away to recover himself and take down a Kiss. There's Android for the trade frag, but Skadoodle had his back covered, takes him down. It's 2 versus 3. Slemmy is going to be running straight into the crosshairs of death. He's able to compose himself, lands that shot, and this has gone fantastically for Cloud9. It's just left on Whitmer. Orp in hand. He's ridiculously powerful with this weapon, but he's going to be struggling, caught off guard with his pants down, and Slemmy punishes him.
Yeah, Complexity with as I was saying, Kiss was a little bit lucky there getting that frag onto Nothing in the beginning, because she used essentially the Molotov, but you didn't really do anything with it, and you saw there Cloud9 counter boosted. It was a good thing that they cleared it, getting that initial mid pick, but then Stu 2K obviously didn't really run through the smoke, but it was a little bit of a gap, and he flanked them, and getting that 2 kills were crucial. I do like it that compl2 slowed out the game a little bit.
Yeah, they did try to change it up, but this time around they've returned to their older form. They've tried to repeat history, just bombarding their way towards mid, trying to go for the blitzkrieg players. They just hit it hard, but they've actually backed off. They've planted that little bit of a seed of doubt in the minds, but Slemmy, the amount of map control and information he has here is just ludicrous. He's been able to get all the way behind them. He can relay this to his teammates, and it really rides on him to just not even get the opening frags, just be that sort of key man that's going to put the puzzle pieces together and alert his teammates what they're actually going for. They can hold that A site very easily, and he can go for the late round backstab.
This is so good by Slemmy. Spots 3. See the rotation from Cloud9 as well. Oh, this could be dangerous. Look at the flank as well from mid connector.
Oh, the trigger patient. He does eventually get that frag on towards
He's gonna
Def.
go down here.
Is he aware behind? Yeah. Coming out towards that A-bomb site, nothing. All land one shot. Slemmy actually is able to find the frag on towards Android. And nothing gets the follow-up frag as well. It's just left on Sanks now. Let's get 1 kill, but he needs to get 4 more. It's going to have to be an ace to actually take this into overtime, or this is going to be Cloud9 picking it up and going into map 3. Sanks hits the ground, and there you have it, 16.